Good morning. 6 o'clock on your Friday morning. We've made it.
Oh, what a fabulous week it's been. What a fabulous day it was yesterday. And I went to the garden center. So morning to Vera and the whole gang at Wildhagen's. It's just a cornucopia of colors.
Was
and
it
just,
busy?
It was not that busy. No.
Well, you went right after work yesterday, right?
There's positives about working these hours because then you get done earlier and you can kind of get in before the crowds. But I bet you heading towards the weekend garden centers are going to be very busy.
Yes.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
definitely.
Morning,
Morning.
Because it's looking like a pretty good weekend too, isn't it, Brian?
It really is. Yeah. It's going to be gorgeous today, gorgeous tomorrow. A little bit cooler as we get into Sunday, but still beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Sunday, of course, Mother's Day.
Yes,
Oh, is it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
It's Emily's favorite day.
It's like my one day.
Family.
It's the one day.
It's the one day for what?
Pardon?
I said it's the one day for what?
What do you mean it's the one day for what? It's Mother's Day.
No, I know.
Mother's Day.
Yes. You said it's the one day.
It's the one day that I get a year.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The one day.
Do you only get one day?
Yeah.
Isn't every day Mother's Day?
Yeah, come on. They don't pamper you every day.
Yeah, what's
all
with that?
year long.
Come on. What's going on there?
Yeah.
Who do we need to talk to? I got my phone here. You can give them a call. Let me get on the case. Come on.
Yeah, you call my kids and you say,
Tim will
you
fix
know,
it. Tim will fix
that
it.
would be
Don't worry.
great. They're 7 and 10, by the way, so good luck.
Oh, that might be a chore. Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Mother's Day. And I have a grass seed update.
Oh,
Yes.
pictures?
Yes.
No pictures.
How's it doing?
Well, because Tim, you sent me that viewer email saying that I should put down sheep manure. I couldn't find any sheep, but I got cow poo. So I put cow poo on top of the grass.
Sure.
And it's growing a
There
little
you go.
bit.
there you
Okay,
go.
excellent. Yes.
Did you find the cow poo by yourself? Like you
Nope.
just went out to a field and picked some up?
Maybe.
Doesn't matter.
I got horse poo
Doesn't
for
have
you.
to be cured.
Oh, we got horse poo.
No.
No?
No, like to make manure, Brian, all you do is put it in the pile, and then you take what's on the bottom of the pile, like
That's
the
right.
oldest poop, right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
because it's got to be cured,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
That's right.
turned
It has to
into
sit for
soil
a
at that
while.
Oh,
point.
you don't want the fresh stuff.
You don't
Yes.
want the fresh.
No.
And you know, you dig down into it and the
Yeah.
steam rises.
Yes.
'Cause it's,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm
it's
sorry,
good
I always
stuff.
remember.
Good stuff.
It was a big day on the farm when the manure got delivered.
That's right.
Where you have to stay inside.
Well, no, we were like, whoa, because it got onto the spreader. We had a spreader, right?
Yeah.
It was a
Sure.
neat device that only came out once a year.
Because it doesn't smell at that point. Like it's turned into dirt.
It's when they spread the liquid manure that
Yes.
that you want to go, whoa.
Yeah, that'll clean out your nose.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
They're saying enough manure talk, so let's get to the forecast today.
Let's get into some really good stuff.
Nice.
Close.
well, just in time for Asian Heritage Month, the children's show Sesame Street has welcomed its first Filipino character.
I love that show.
Me too.
know what's
I think it's so good.
You know what's a bummer though? My kids were never into it.
Same.
Because like
Same.
for us as kids, that's what we had.
That's all we have.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
there's so many other things
But
that
we
would put it on and they weren't into it. I'm just like,
Same.
what? Why?
You know what I think it is? I think it's like the shows that they're competing with have so many other stimulants
Visual
going on.
stimulants, sure,
Visual
yeah.
stimulants. Like when we were kids, we had Mr. Dress Up, we had Today's Special,
Friendly
we had
Giant.
The Friendly Giant, we had Pokeroo, Sesame Street. They were all human. There was a lot of real people in these, Mr. Dress Up, they were real people
Yeah.
in these shows.
And you learn
Whereas
things,
You learn
right?
things, and now it's all cartoon characters, and they're all moving around really fast, and the attention span just isn't there anymore. They have short attention spans, and they just want stuff that's going to stimulate them immediately.
So you're saying it's the end of our kids?
Yep.
Okay. So I thought. What do you got next?
That's what I got. It looks as though Dolly Parton has earned her place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. A lot of it is covers,
There is?
yes,
Okay.
but she's recording with
We
the
need
original.
more on this story.
Yeah, artist. Oh, I will follow this until November.
Yeah.
I am in it. Yeah, she's great.
Okay. Brian, your favorite Dolly Parton song?
Oh, gee, wait a second. Wow. Islands in the Stream.
like
Dolly and Kenny.
Colors.
Oh, okay. Jolene.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Working
Okay.
9 to 5.
There we go.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
All
Yeah.
good ones. All
Yeah,
good ones
she's got
there.
a lot of
You
great
just always have
songs.
to break into song. I
I
love
can't
it.
help it. And I'm so bad at singing too. Like, it's
No,
not like I
that's the
can
great
sing.
thing about singing. You sing
Yeah.
it. Whatever, man. That's what's great about singing. Just sing it.
Just enjoy it. Just
Yeah.
let it out. Let it all out. Heck with what everybody thinks. You enjoy it. All right, let's get out of the roads.
Because I went to Wild Higgins yesterday, garden shops.
You went one way.
I went one way.
And then I went the other.
You went the other way because I'm searching for some good ferns because I love a good fern. And my ferny friend over here picked up 2 ferns. Then we were talking to Carson Arthur yesterday because it was like, it's always kind of May 2-4, right? Did you want to put things in the ground? But then with those nighttime temperatures, like, what was it last night, Brian?
10 degrees is the low right now.
So,
10 degrees.
You got to keep an eye on that frost because it kind of goes up and down.
And
But,
he was saying
yeah.
that you have to watch, bring your plants in or cover your plants when it's 5 to 6 degrees.
Yeah.
I've always gone like, okay, it's going to be 0, so I'm going to cover
that's the
stuff
thing.
up.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to be careful. Some plants you got to be really careful of. You got to make sure that you cover them over when they're certainly on around 5 degrees.
Emily, we don't put up our hands. We just interrupt each other.
I know, but sometimes it's a bit much, and you can't hear what the other person's saying if we talk over each other. So I'm putting up my hand.
Okay.
But good for you.
Do you have to go to the bathroom?
Emily has the floor.
I know.
It's when she stands there and goes, I've got it.
Take me back. Yes, go ahead. Yes. Yeah, you have the floor.
It's a fern question. Can you get perennial ferns? Or do they exist? Or are all ferns annual?
I think that you can, and I tried one year to keep
I'm putting my hand
ferns.
up on that
Oh,
one.
okay, go ahead.
We bring our ferns in we buy if they get really bad, but we bring them in and put them by the window during the winter so they get lots of light, and then put them back out in the spring. Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're a little spindly.
Okay.
But
Okay, so yours are in pots. See, I want to put like 100 ferns on my back fence, but I did that one year. And then I spent all this money, and then they all died, and I was like, oh.
But there are ferns
that
there are ferns that come up because they come up almost as like single fronds.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Hans and Franz?
Hans and fronds.
No, Hans and Franz.
Hans and fronds.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. All right, thanks for everybody contributing. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, Brian, help us out.
To the roads we go.
Well, this just might be my favorite place ever because there's actually a sign in the front, and we'll show you that in just a little bit, that says, sometimes it's okay to eat your feelings. We're at an ice cream store. We're at Willard's, and we are here with Matt, owner. Matt, why Willard's? Why an ice cream store?
I grew up loving ice cream. My parents always told me, like, they controlled how much ice cream I could eat. So it was such, like, a huge part of my childhood, like, after baseball games, going to grab a cone.
Yeah.
And so probably about 8 years ago, I just started making ice cream for fun at home, making all sorts of weird flavors, tried some friends, and I had a friend that had a business, and they offered to sell it at their business wholesale at first. And so I, like, experimented with that, experimented with different places in the city.
Yeah.
And then 4.5 years ago, we decided to open a shop. So we got this property, we planted our roots, we renovated it, and we opened our cute little ice cream shop to just allow people to have all sorts of delicious flavors.
What I love about your shop, and I think is super unique, is that it's a nut-free facility.
Yeah, we're, as far as I know, one of the only ones in all of Ontario that's nut-free. For me, it's really important to try to allow anyone of all ages to be able to have a delicious treat. And so people who are nut-free usually can't.
No.
And so, like, it had never clicked until right before I was opening. I was talking to a friend with a nut allergy, and he was like, yeah, me and my daughter can't go out for ice cream. And it just broke my heart.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you not go out for ice cream?
It's such a
And so
family thing.
Yeah, we did like 4 or 5 nut flavors at the time. I'm like, we can get rid of 4 or 5 flavors to make it safe.
Oh yeah, because you know what? A lot of people don't even really like ice cream with nuts in it anyway.
A lot of people do. I do have requests, but it's just I'm willing to make that sacrifice. It's the same reason why half of our stock is always dairy-free vegan flavors, because we know there's people who have dietary restrictions or are vegan and they want delicious options.
Well, it's funny because when I was checking out your Instagram and your Google, I was seeing a lot of people posting pictures of the vegan options and so many likes and so many comments being like, that's amazing, because you can't get that everywhere.
Yeah, and so or a lot of places it's like, oh, you're dairy free? Here's your option. I hope you like this flavor, or I hope you like these 2 flavors. Where we're like, no, like we will have a variety, and so like we'll always have some gluten free. We always have some vegan, dairy free, and so there's always something for everyone. Is what we try our best to do.
And some really unique flavors, and I will be trying some of those very unique flavors coming up. Lots more to come on Morning Live.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. I was just looking up. We were talking fiddleheads.
Yeah, we've been like, thank you so much to everybody that's been sending me tweets about perennial ferns. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about fiddleheads and
And we thought the fiddle, because I know the fiddlehead season is short, and like we thought it wasn't over, and then Annette said it was over, and we're just like, you're wrong.
Moral of the story, Annette is always right.
Yeah. So
I've seen people cooking them up.
Yeah, it's early April
yeah.
to the mid-April to the early May. So it's done.
Yeah, so if anybody wants me to come out and do a forging segment,
That's a good one.
like,
That's a good one.
I'll
That's a
just
lot.
Eat random things.
That's a lot of fun.
Now, just because you're in the middle of a job action, it doesn't mean you can't find love.
Oh yeah.
We're using blue mark.
Look at the big surprise, because you may have missed it too. The show is actually kind of horrible.
That's what I thought. I thought the first one was like the original was good, but then this one was
it's
really
horrible.
bad.
It's horrible. And all the women that watch it in the newsroom, because those are the only people I've spoken to, said that they don't like it either. But we're watching it because we're such addicts. And the original, that we just need a little tiny fix.
Like it might get good.
Yeah, like there's hopeful. You know, we're hopeful. There's just a little tiny fix of.
Okay, so why was it so bad? Like, is it the script? Like, it's the writing? It's the storylines?
It's the storylines, and it's kind of cliche.
Like Kim
and it's
Cattrall's not in it either, right?
Yeah, so it's missing, a main, huge character of the show. And then John, sorry, spoiler alert, dying.
Right.
Like, what? Like, he was...
Oh, the Peloton.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
that's
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Right.
But yeah, anyways, we're still watching it, and that's it. If you missed it, it's going to be coming out in June.
We're here for you, Chit Chat, just 2 weeks late.
2 weeks late. Who else? Who knows what else we've missed?
Better late than never.
Yeah. We do know that coming up after the break, parenting expert Sherry French is going to join us with some household hacks that maybe your mom taught you.
She has so many hacks. I'm just like, what?
Awesome hacks.
Okay, another Music Friday. London-based rock band Texas King performs their latest single.
And if you're celebrating a birthday today or this weekend, you share it with
Ooh.
Stevie Wonder.
What do we got?
Back at Willard's Ice Cream with Matt Willard, and we are about to try some of the very unique flavors. And I think that's very interesting that you have these unique flavors, because a lot of ice cream stores just do the basics and then a couple of one-offs here and there. But you actually have one that tastes like Parmesan cheese?
Yeah.
That's
so,
true?
Yep. Yeah, so we make all of our ice cream in-house from scratch, small batch.
Okay.
We make maximum like 3 gallons of a flavor at a time. So they're
Okay.
constantly rotating or changing. So
It's amazing.
you come in one day, especially during the summer. You come in in early afternoon one day, it'll be different than the evening during the summer, because
That's
it just
super cool.
once we get through a batch, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it allows us to experiment. So
Yeah.
I love trying new things and getting inspired from everywhere. So currently we have a Parmesan cheese ice cream that I decided to experiment with. We've done garlic, we've
Wow.
done dill pickle,
I would love
we've
the dill
done
pickle.
pizza. That tasted like a frozen pizza pop, so not necessarily what people tend to want to eat, including
No more
myself.
pizza.
So that one's not being done again. But yeah, so we're like experimenting. Some more on the edge, some more safe
Friendly.
and different, like our Twizzler, our nibs.
I like it.
So do you want to try Parmesan cheese
Yeah,
ice cream?
sure. Let's give it a shot. I do like Parmesan cheese, like on my spaghetti, so I don't see there's anything wrong with it being in an ice cream. It smells like ice cream. But totally tastes like Parmesan cheese. Mmm. But not like overwhelming.
No, I do want it, like, I want it to taste like it's supposed to taste, but I want it to be good.
It's still ice cream.
I still want people to enjoy their ice cream. We've also been experimenting with smoking ice cream, similar to like smoked cocktails are a thing.
Okay.
So we've done a smoked vanilla, a smoked peach, a smoked chocolate. Like, so like we
Ow.
just infuse it with a little bit of smoke to get this like nice like smoky taste to it.
I love that.
Another one of our most popular ones
Okay.
that is more unique to our shop is we do a Dunkaroo inspired ice cream.
So
the
nostalgic.
snacks from the 90s that have
Yeah.
come back, but it's very nostalgic to me and
Yeah.
to a lot of people.
Totally.
And so it's like a cream cheese birthday cake type ice cream
Okay.
with cookies and sprinkles. And it's one of our most popular flavors.
Yeah, you'd say this is like your top seller?
It's up there. That and cookie dough, which is just a classic, which we also have very often.
That's so good.
Yeah, so if,
Oh, yeah.
if people are ever interested in what we're serving, we post what flavors we're scooping every day on our Instagram stories and our Facebook stories, because we know that the
It's,
rotating flavors
ever-changing.
is changing. So people want to know. So I have customers that like every day, as soon as like we open, they check the Instagram stories. They're like, "Are we going for ice cream today?" Yep.
Dunkaroos back in, kids. Let's go.
They'll hunt for certain flavors, and the second they see their favorite flavor, they book it over here.
Oh my gosh,
they
that's
get
so
some.
fun for you too, because you can really see like how organic the community can really come together
Yeah,
and like
my
rally.
wife was working with me the other day, and because she has her own job, and so sometimes she helps out, and she was just like, I was just like, oh, hi, and and I'm like, we have your favorite flavor today. Like, I just knew their flavors right off the bat. I'm like, oh, here's a scoop of Oreo for you. Here's key lime for you.
It's like your ice cream
Here's
version of
cookie
Cheers.
dough. Yeah, like it's just
You know everybody's name.
I love just being the neighborhood ice cream shop and like getting to know the people, because it's more than just, to me, this is more than a place to get ice cream. It's a place to build community. To me, food has always been a way to connect in community, and that's especially in coming through COVID, where we got disconnected, having a spot where we can all reconnect is very important to me.
We need to talk about this ice cream as well. The black ice cream. This is the surprise. It has not been guessed yet. I'm going to try it, but I'm going to keep my guess a secret. Right? Not going to tell
Yeah,
anybody.
please. Top secret.
Top secret. But for now, I'm going to send things back inside the studio.
How is it? Is it good stain and deck weather today, Brian?
I'm not an expert on staining decks. I defer to someone else on that.
As far as the weather goes, though.
As far as the weather, you're going to have nice sunny conditions.
Yes.
The humidity is going to be fairly high, so it might take a little extra time to dry.
Oh, no, that's fine. As long as we put it on, then you can just sit back, because it's Friday night, just sit back with a drink and just watch it dry.
But not on the deck.
Watch it dry. Okay. Yeah.
Watching your stain dry.
It's going to be nice and warm, but the Humidex today is going to make it feel like almost 30. So yeah, be careful.
Yeah, you guys got plans for today or the weekend? I know you do or you have no plans on Sunday because it's Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Any other plans?
I've just been in the garden. Like, I've been digging and weeding and getting rid of dandelions and hurting my back and like all that kind of good stuff. So that's going to continue into the weekend.
Yay. I know it's a little painstaking work, but once it's done, you can sit back and watch it all. It's like it's fun. My favorite time of the year.
Yep.
All right, take us through it, Brian.
All right, looking at sunshine today.
Focusing in on the black ice cream. I know it looks a little daunting, but it's actually a surprise flavor. It's just dyed edible black. And if you guess the flavor right, you get free ice cream, right, Matt?
Just the first person, because if it was too easy, I would go broke just from everyone guessing it.
That makes sense.
But yeah, so what we do is we take one of our flavors, not anything too weird, because kids choose their ice cream based on color a lot of times. So kids love the black ice cream.
Yeah, of course.
So I do make it something I think kids will love. Yeah, so we dye it black, and it's the only ice cream you can't sample ahead of time if you come in the shop. You have to commit to it, and then if you try it, if you buy it, you guess, and you see if you can figure out what it is. It's surprisingly hard. Like, you take away all context, all colors. It's hard to figure out what it is. Even myself, I know every single ingredient inside this shop, and when I have an employee make it, I get it wrong a lot of the time.
Wow.
Because it's just like, your mind it tries to put things in categories and it can't quite figure it out.
Because fruit is going to be like an orange or a red or a purple.
Yeah, like,
and a cookies and cream is usually going to be a white with a base or something. You know what I mean?
I had a mango and I thought it was strawberry because my brain was like, oh,
it's a fruit.
Fruit plus dairy, this must be strawberry ice cream.
All right,
and it's been all over the place. Like, we had a bubble gum, everyone could guess that. We tried it as a carrot cake. No one got it.
Interesting.
And then we did a sour watermelon candy, and like it got about 50-50.
Yeah, kids, they love their sour watermelon.
You think you can do it?
I don't know. I'll try. Black ice cream. So cool.
For those that are worried, I know
It's
some
edible.
of you will be upset. It is never black licorice, because I wouldn't make people eat black licorice without knowing that's what
I
they're
love
doing.
black licorice.
Some people do, but it's a very divisive flavor.
I've had it before. I know the taste. But I can't quite put my finger on it. Shocking, I know. Okay, I've got a guess. I'm going to tell you after. The surprise is still out there. You have to come and try this ice cream. And if you guess it right, you get yourself a free ice cream cone. Lots more coming up on Morning Live.
Thank you so much, Brian. Well, it is time to check your calendars. Freaky Friday could be coming up again. So a huge difference. I mean, Lindsay Lohan had a huge career when she was younger. She went away for a little while, did some bad things, stayed away for a little while because of those bad things, but now she's starting to re-emerge. She came out, there was a Christmas film, a Netflix special that
that
people
did
said,
really well.
Yeah, that said was really good. And so now she's kind of coming back and, okay, you know, I've grown up, I've matured, I'm not doing those silly things anymore. And, you know, this could be a bit of a comeback for her.
It's nostalgia. People like to go see it. They're never good. Sequels. Godfather 2. Godfather 2. What else is good?
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, Ghostbusters 2 was a good one. What else? Star Wars 2. Yeah.
Star Wars 2.
Star Wars 85.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
that one.
What was the second one? Yeah. Oh, people are yelling at me now.
Yeah,
Goodness.
we're
I'll
getting
stop
into
talking. Move on.
All right, let's talk at the B. Tickets to see Beyonce in the U.S. are so expensive that some American fans are actually flying to Europe instead.
Yeah. And that has people upset. Because they paid like big,
top dollar.
big bucks, like, and then they sold out. But if you waited, you would have kind of like gotten that better price.
Yeah,
and a lot of people want to go and see it before they get spoiled of what the concert's about.
I love Beyonce. I love her. Like, she is powerful. She is smart. But I would not pay that money. All right, I went and ate some ice cream yesterday, and it was delicious. The slogan on the wall is, it's that touch of joy that can bring a smile or a little bit of comfort, because sometimes it is okay to eat your feelings. I love this. Having a rough day at work, grab a scoop of Willard's. Celebrating a birthday, grab a scoop of Willard's, or get yourself an ice cream cake, which is something else that they do here. These are gorgeous, Matt. This looks so good.
Yeah, so we make ice cream cakes with any of our delicious and sometimes weird flavors. All our cakes are custom order.
Yeah.
If we ever can get some freezer space, we may keep some in stock, but that's more down the road. So right now, it's just people message me, they talk to me, they tell me what flavors they like or what they're inspiring. Some people have specific ideas, other people just let me run with it.
Yeah.
And we've done all sorts. Like, we've done like these two that are looking like more traditional ice cream cakes.
Yep.
We've done ones with a cookie on top and the bottom, so it looks like a giant ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yes.
We've done like a Star Wars themed one. We're willing, because everything's made to order. It's very flexible for us to like work with different flavors, work with different styles of decoration. We're not like the most like is it cake type cake decorators, but we do our best and we have fun with it. Our goal is to make a delicious, fun cake.
What's going on in here?
So this one is actually I was making my Dunkaroo ice cream.
Oh, I see.
And I accidentally used a carrot cake mix instead of a birthday cake mix, and it was an oopsie, but it tasted delicious.
I bet.
And it's now one of my regulars. It's their favorite flavor, so their friends ordered it for their birthday.
What's it
tomorrow.
called? What's the name of it?
Typically, I wouldn't serve this
Carrot
one. Yeah, like I don't even know. It was just called Dunkaroo Oops.
I love it.
When I did it. Yeah, so it's like a carrot cake Dunkaroo mashup, and then this one is a mint Oreo. The other great thing is because of our nut-free status and a lot of our willingness to work with dietary restrictions, this cake in particular, like they didn't want they wanted to make sure there was no eggs and no nuts.
Right.
A lot of cakes for birthdays you can't.
Those
So
are
this
nuts.
allowed them to get a delicious cake for their birthday. And so it's really fun for me. Like a lot of times people will go simpler with Oreos, but like when someone gives me a challenge and they'll be like, oh, I want
mint
something.
Oreo.
Like I had a customer last week tell me that their partner's favorite chocolate bar was a Kit Kat.
Oh, a Kit Kat ice cream?
So I was like,
oh, yes.
but they're dairy free. They were vegan. Like they couldn't have milk.
They couldn't have the milk.
So I was
chocolate.
like, oh, I took it as a challenge, and so I made like a shortbread base. Then I took salted caramel ice cream and put a pile of it in the middle. But then I covered it with chocolate ice cream with bits of cookies throughout.
Oh my gosh.
And then covered it with cookies and chocolate. So like it had the feeling of a Kit Kat without any Kit Kats or Twix in it.
Yeah, you had me a Kit Kat.
So it's just this fun little way of like, hey, if you have an idea for an ice cream cake, message us, and if it's something I think I can pull off,
we'll do
I
it.
will. If I think I can't, I'm always awesome. Like people who ask for writing on cakes, I'm like,
no,
I can do it, but it's not going to look as good as this. And this is just tastier than writing
I love
as well.
this. They both look so exceptional. And Matt, thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
Your passion and your enthusiasm for ice cream is totally contagious. Everybody needs to come down here to Willard's. What's your social media handles?
Just Willard's Ice Cream on Instagram and on Facebook. And on Twitter, feelings. MMM feelings.
I love it. It's so perfect. Okay, write that down. Come down here this weekend. The weather's going to be great. Come and have some ice cream.